The QX60 used to be that SUV that you got when you were trying to find a lease deal for like $400, but still get yourself like a $60,000 car. It was one of those SUVs where you use it as a backup. I'm sorry to say it right now, but the payments that I'm seeing on the QX60 are nowhere close to quote unquote backup payments that we were seeing many, many years ago. At the moment, we're seeing about 8,000 Lexus RXs, about 5,900 Acura MDXs, about 5,300 Infiniti QX60s, around 4,700 Mazda CX-90s, and lastly, about 2,800 Cadillac XT5s. Also, don't worry if at any point you'd like to see the summary of everything I'm covering in this video. By clicking the link in the description, you'll be able to access that on negotiationguides.com. Also, if at any point you're finding any of this information useful, please consider subscribing. Back to our video. There pretty much are no 2023s remaining. We've got nearly about 500 2023 and around, I would say like 95% of the rest of the inventory are 2024s. I don't understand why Infiniti still makes front wheel drive. I guess I can understand why, maybe for like Florida or California or whatever. Anyway, so we've got about 3,400 all-wheel drives and about 1,400 front-wheel drive Infiniti QX60s. Trim by trim, we're seeing about 2,700 Lux, about 1,000 Autograph, around 800 Pure, and about 600 Sensory. I've got a Lux picked out. Mine has an MSRP of $62,220. The MSRPs haven't gone up an insane amount more. Like, for example, the Jeep Grand Cherokee went up by like $10,000 or $12,000. On the Infiniti QX60, yes, it did go up, but it didn't go up substantially. However, the increase in MSRP we are actually seeing in like a major difference in the actual vehicle itself. I don't remember thinking to myself, wow, look at that Infiniti, but really looking at the Infiniti QX60 now is way different than looking at it about 10 years ago. I think you can get a discount on one of these things. I would shoot for about 4% off of the MSRP, especially if you're going in on a 2024. That really means about a $3,000 discount. So I would probably shoot for about a target of $59,730, just a touch under $60,000. It is very, very exciting though. We do have a 4.9% promotional APR offer at 60 months if you're planning on purchasing the Infiniti QX60. Definitely a big help. 3.9% at 36 months if you're wanting to go to a shorter term. Also, $1,000 available in bonus cash, whether you're planning on purchasing or leasing. That's available for you regardless of your financing method. Also, if you're a loyal Infiniti customer, you get $1,500 in a loyalty incentive. And don't worry, if you're not a loyal Infiniti customer, but you have a competitive vehicle, something like an Acura MDX or say a Lexus RX, you qualify for $1,000 in what's called a conquest rebate. The lease program could have been good. It could have been good because Infiniti has finally higher residuals than it previously did. Back in the past, I remember residuals of like 50%. Yet now we're looking at residuals around 66%. So 66% at 36 months at 12,000 miles a year and a 0.00269 money factor, translating to about 6.46% APR. This is screaming at me that Infiniti really doesn't want you to lease the QX60. So say we had a $62,000 Infiniti QX60, assuming two different scenarios. So the first scenario is with a 4% discount off of the MSRP, assuming that you're paying your inception fees due at start, and assuming that you've hit like and subscribe. We would be talking about $759 a month. Again, this is with a 4% discount, assuming you didn't get that 4% discount, but you got it at MSRP. We'd be talking about $835 a month. This is not including your state's sales tax. So surprisingly, the Infiniti QX60 is on the lower end of the payment range in this segment. We've got the Lexus RX leasing out for around $1,040 a month, the Acura MDX leasing out for about $940, and again, the QX60 is sitting somewhere around this $835, $840 per month range, again at full MSRP. Getting a 4% discount on any of these vehicles would likely yield a payment around, I don't know, $75 less per month. Again, you guys, you can find the summary of everything I've covered in this video by clicking the link in the description below. And if you found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.